3 hours of Stoic philosophy to fall asleep to, that will change your life. Before you close your eyes tonight, take a moment to settle into comfort and stillness. Allow the noise of the day to fade into the background. Let your breathing slow. Let your thoughts drift without resistance. Tonight, we are going to explore the timeless wisdom of Stoic philosophy, a way of thinking that has helped people find peace, strength, and purpose for more than 2,000 years. If you enjoy content like this, be sure to subscribe to this channel and turn on notifications. By subscribing, you'll never miss future journeys into philosophy, wisdom, personal growth, and peaceful sleep stories designed to help you relax, reflect, and transform your life. The Stoics believe that peace does not come from controlling the world around us. Peace comes from learning to govern ourselves. Most people spend their lives trying to control events, people, outcomes, and circumstances. They become frustrated when life refuses to follow their plans. The Stoics offered a different path. They taught that true freedom begins when we focus only on what belongs to us, our thoughts, choices, actions, and character. Imagine carrying a heavy backpack filled with worries. Inside are fears about the future, regrets about the past, and concerns about things outside your control. Every day, the weight grows heavier. Stoic philosophy invites you to set that backpack down. It asks a simple question: can you change it? If the answer is yes, act wisely. If the answer is no, let it go. One of the greatest Stoic teachers was Marcus Aurelius, a Roman emperor who ruled one of the most powerful empires in history. Despite his status and wealth, he faced countless challenges: wars, illnesses, betrayals, and personal losses. Yet, in his private writings, he repeatedly reminded himself that happiness depends not on circumstances but on perspective. He understood that external success means little without inner peace. Think about your own life. How much energy is spent worrying about things that may never happen? How many sleepless nights have been created by fears that existed only in imagination? The Stoics observed that much of human suffering comes not from events themselves but from the stories we tell ourselves about those events. Change the story, and often you change the experience. As you listen, allow this idea to sink deeply into your mind. You do not need to solve every problem tonight. You do not need to carry every burden into tomorrow. This moment is enough. This breath is enough. The Stoics believe that the present moment is the only place where life truly exists. The past is memory. The future is possibility. The present is reality. Imagine standing beside a calm river at sunset. The water flows steadily, never rushing, never resisting. The river accepts every twist and turn in its path. It moves around rocks instead of fighting them. Stoic wisdom encourages us to become like that river. Life will bring obstacles. Some will be small. Others will seem overwhelming. But resistance often creates more suffering than the obstacle itself. Another powerful Stoic principle is that every challenge contains an opportunity for growth. Difficult experiences can become teachers. Disappointment can develop resilience. Failure can reveal wisdom. Loss can deepen gratitude. The Stoics did not wish for easy lives. They wished for the strength to face life with courage and dignity. Tonight, as your body relaxes and your thoughts become quieter, consider this possibility. Perhaps the difficulties you have faced were not merely obstacles. Perhaps they were preparing you to become stronger, wiser, and more compassionate. Every challenge carries within it the seeds of transformation. The philosopher Epictetus was born into slavery. He owned nothing and possessed little social status. Yet his teachings have influenced millions across centuries. He taught that no one can truly imprison the human spirit. Even when circumstances are difficult, each person retains the power to choose their attitude and response. This power cannot be taken away. As your eyes grow heavier, reflect on the freedom that comes from understanding what is within your control. Your character is within your control. Your values are within your control. Your response to life is within your control. These are the foundations of a peaceful and meaningful life. Take a slow breath in. Hold it gently. Now release it. Feel tension leaving your body. Let your shoulders soften. Let your jaw relax. Let the wisdom of the Stoics guide you into deeper calm. You are exactly where you need to be in this moment, and for now, there is nothing you need to do except rest. And if you're enjoying this journey, remember to subscribe to the channel for more long-form Stoic philosophy, sleep stories, and timeless wisdom designed to help you grow, relax, and find peace in a busy world. Now, let us continue deeper into the ancient teachings that have transformed lives for generations. As you continue to relax, consider how much of life is spent chasing things we believe will finally make us happy. A promotion, more money, a larger home, the approval of others. Yet the Stoics observe something fascinating. When people achieve what they desire, satisfaction often fades surprisingly quickly. A new desire appears, and the cycle begins again. The mind keeps moving the finish line further away. The Stoics understood that happiness cannot be found through endless acquisition. True contentment comes from appreciating what already exists. Gratitude transforms ordinary moments into extraordinary gifts. The simple act of breathing, the warmth of a bed, the comfort of shelter, the presence of people we care about. These blessings often go unnoticed because they are familiar. Marcus Aurelius regularly reminded himself that every day is a gift. He encouraged himself to wake each morning with appreciation for the opportunity to think, act, learn, and love. He knew that life is temporary. Rather than creating fear, this awareness created gratitude. When we remember that nothing lasts forever, we begin to value what we have right now. Imagine holding a handful of sand. If you squeeze too tightly, the sand slips through your fingers. If you hold it gently, it remains. Much of life works the same way. The more desperately we cling to people, outcomes, and possessions, the more anxiety we create. Peace emerges when we appreciate without attaching our entire happiness to what we cannot guarantee. As your breathing becomes slower and deeper, allow yourself to release the need for certainty. Much of human stress comes from wanting to know exactly what will happen next. We want guarantees. We want assurance. We want complete control over the future. Yet life has never offered such promises. The Stoics accepted uncertainty as a natural part of existence. They understood that tomorrow is unknown. Rather than fearing this reality, they embraced it. Uncertainty means possibility. It means growth. It means that life remains full of opportunities we cannot yet see. Think about some of the most important moments in your life. Many were probably unexpected. Friendships formed by chance. Opportunities that appeared suddenly. Lessons that arrived through challenges. The future often unfolds in ways we could never predict. There is great freedom in admitting that we do not know everything. We do not need all the answers tonight. We do not need to solve every mystery. Wisdom begins when we become comfortable with uncertainty and learn to move forward with courage despite it. Another central Stoic teaching concerns the opinions of other people. Many individuals spend years worrying about how they are perceived. They alter their behavior to gain approval. They hide parts of themselves to avoid criticism. They become trapped in an invisible prison built from other people's expectations. The Stoics challenged this way of living. They believed that character matters more than reputation. Reputation belongs to others. Character belongs to us. People may misunderstand us. They may judge unfairly. They may form opinions based on incomplete information. Yet none of these things can diminish our integrity unless we allow them to. Imagine walking through a forest at night. The trees do not worry about being admired. The stars do not seek applause. The river does not ask permission before flowing. Nature simply expresses itself according to its own design. The Stoics encouraged human beings to live in a similar way, guided by virtue rather than popularity. As you drift deeper into relaxation, let go of the weight of unnecessary approval. You do not need everyone to understand you. You do not need universal agreement. Your task is simply to live according to your values and principles. If these reflections are helping you relax and grow, remember to subscribe to this channel. More long-form philosophy, wisdom, and peaceful sleep journeys are waiting for you, designed to nourish both mind and spirit. One of the most beautiful Stoic ideas is the concept of accepting reality exactly as it is. This does not mean passivity. It does not mean giving up. Instead, it means beginning with truth. Before we can improve a situation, we must first accept that it exists. Many people waste energy arguing with reality. They repeat thoughts such as, "This shouldn't have happened," or "Life should be different." Yet reality remains unchanged. The Stoics believe that resistance to reality often creates more suffering than reality itself. Imagine standing in the rain. Complaining about the rain does not stop it. Fighting the rain does not remove it. Acceptance allows us to adapt. We can seek shelter. We can use an umbrella. We can continue walking. Acceptance creates clarity. Resistance creates frustration. This principle applies to every area of life. Challenges, setbacks, aging, change, loss. Acceptance is not weakness. Acceptance is the starting point of wisdom. As you rest, notice how life is always changing. Thoughts come and go. Emotions rise and fall. Seasons shift. Relationships evolve. Nothing remains exactly the same. The Stoics saw this constant change as part of the natural order of existence. Many fears are rooted in the mistaken belief that things should remain permanent. Yet permanence does not exist. Everything flows. Everything transforms. Understanding this truth allows us to appreciate life more deeply rather than fearing its changes. Imagine watching clouds move across the night sky. You do not become upset when one cloud changes shape. You simply observe. The Stoics encouraged a similar approach to thoughts and emotions. Observe them without becoming consumed by them. Not every thought deserves your attention. Not every emotion requires immediate action. Some thoughts are simply passing clouds moving through the mind. They arrive. They linger. They disappear. This awareness creates tremendous peace. You are not every thought you think. You are the observer who notices those thoughts. You are not every emotion you experience. You are the awareness that witnesses those emotions. As sleep approaches, imagine your mind becoming like a calm lake beneath the moonlight. Thoughts may still appear, but they create only small ripples. The surface gradually becomes smoother and quieter. Beneath that stillness lies strength, clarity, and peace. The Stoics believe that inner peace is not found by escaping life. It is found by understanding life. Every challenge contains lessons. Every experience offers opportunities for growth. Every moment invites us to practice wisdom. Reflect on how much strength you have already developed throughout your life. Consider the difficulties you have survived, the obstacles you have overcome, the fears you have faced. Often we underestimate our resilience because we focus on our struggles rather than our endurance. You are stronger than many of your fears suggest. You have already demonstrated courage countless times. Even reaching this moment required perseverance through experiences that once seemed impossible. The Stoics viewed courage not as the absence of fear but as the willingness to act despite fear. Courage exists whenever we choose wisdom over panic, patience over frustration, kindness over bitterness, growth over comfort. As your body relaxes more deeply into rest, allow yourself to acknowledge your own resilience. You have made it through every difficult day that brought you here. You have survived challenges that once felt overwhelming. There is strength within you that remains present even when you forget it. Tonight there is no need to carry tomorrow's burdens. The future can wait. For now, rest in the present moment. Rest in your breath. Rest in the knowledge that peace becomes available whenever we return our attention to what truly matters. And as you continue listening, let these ancient teachings gently guide you toward deeper sleep, deeper wisdom, and a deeper appreciation for the life unfolding before you. As the night grows quieter, allow yourself to imagine sitting beside a gentle fire beneath a sky full of stars. There is no rush. There is nowhere you need to be. The world can wait until morning. For now, there is only this peaceful moment and the wisdom that has traveled across centuries to meet you here. The Stoics often reflected on the vastness of the universe. They understood that many of the worries occupying our minds are small when viewed from a wider perspective. This realization was not meant to diminish human experience. Instead, it was meant to free us from unnecessary anxiety. Problems that seem enormous today may appear much smaller when viewed through the lens of time. Imagine looking down upon your life from high above. The arguments, frustrations, and setbacks that once felt overwhelming begin to lose some of their power. You recognize that every challenge is only one chapter in a much larger story. Life continues moving forward. New opportunities emerge. New lessons arrive. Nothing remains frozen forever. Marcus Aurelius practiced this form of reflection regularly. Whenever he felt overwhelmed, he reminded himself of the bigger picture. He remembered that countless generations had faced difficulties before him, and that countless generations would follow. This perspective helped him remain calm in moments of uncertainty. As you rest, allow yourself to release today's concerns into the vastness of the night. They do not need to accompany you into sleep. The stars above have witnessed countless human worries come and go. Your mind deserves rest. Your body deserves restoration. Tomorrow will arrive when it is ready. Another lesson from Stoic philosophy is the importance of simplicity. Modern life often encourages complexity. We accumulate possessions, obligations, distractions, and commitments. Our schedules become crowded. Our minds become noisy. Yet many of the things we chase contribute little to genuine happiness. The Stoics valued simplicity because it creates space for what truly matters. They believe that a person needs far less than they often imagine. Peace does not require endless consumption. Joy does not require constant entertainment. Meaning does not require luxury. Consider the moments in your life that brought the deepest satisfaction. They were likely simple moments. A meaningful conversation. A quiet walk. A beautiful sunset. A shared laugh. Time spent with someone you love. These experiences often leave a greater impact than material possessions. As your thoughts slow down, imagine gently setting aside everything unnecessary. Release the pressure to achieve more tonight. Release the need to compare yourself to others. Release expectations that create tension. What remains is enough. You are enough. The Stoics also taught the value of self-discipline. At first, discipline may sound restrictive, but they saw it as a pathway to freedom. Without discipline, we become controlled by impulses, fears, and distractions. With discipline, we gain the ability to choose our responses wisely. Think of a skilled sailor navigating the sea. The sailor cannot control the wind, but through discipline and knowledge, they can adjust the sails and chart a course. Life is much the same. We cannot control every circumstance, but we can develop the skills needed to navigate them. Every time you choose patience over anger, you practice discipline. Every time you choose kindness over resentment, you practice discipline. Every time you choose growth over comfort, you strengthen your character. The Stoics believe that character is life's greatest achievement. Wealth may disappear. Status may change. Circumstances may shift. Yet character remains. It is built slowly through daily choices and quiet acts of integrity. As sleep draws closer, reflect on the qualities you admire most in others. Courage, honesty, compassion, wisdom, generosity. These qualities are available to you as well. They grow through practice, one decision at a time. Imagine planting seeds in a garden. You do not see immediate results. Growth occurs gradually beneath the surface. Character develops in the same way. Small actions repeated consistently create extraordinary transformation over time. Another powerful Stoic idea is that obstacles can become opportunities. This principle has inspired countless individuals throughout history. Instead of asking, "Why is this happening to me?" the Stoics encouraged asking, "What can this teach me?" A difficult conversation may teach patience. A setback may teach resilience. A failure may teach humility. A loss may teach gratitude. Challenges often reveal strengths that would otherwise remain hidden. Picture a tree growing on a windy hillside. The constant wind forces its roots deeper into the earth. What appears to be a hardship actually strengthens the tree. Human beings often grow in a similar way. Difficult experiences can deepen wisdom, compassion, and inner strength. This does not mean we must enjoy every hardship. It simply means we can learn from them. Even painful experiences may contain valuable lessons that shape us into stronger and wiser individuals. As you breathe slowly and comfortably, consider the possibility that some of your greatest strengths emerged from moments you never would have chosen. The challenges you faced may have prepared you for opportunities that were still ahead. The Stoics believe that every day offers a chance to begin again. No matter what happened yesterday, today provides a fresh opportunity to choose wisdom, courage, and virtue. This idea is deeply comforting because it reminds us that growth is always possible. Perhaps there are mistakes you still carry in your mind. Perhaps there are regrets that occasionally return. The Stoics would encourage you to learn from them without becoming imprisoned by them. The purpose of reflection is growth, not self-punishment. Imagine placing your regrets beside a flowing river. Watch as the water carries them away. The lessons remain, but the unnecessary burden dissolves. You do not need to relive old mistakes forever. You can honor the lessons and continue forward. Forgiveness, especially self-forgiveness, creates room for healing. The Stoics understood that perfection is impossible. Every human being makes mistakes. Wisdom lies not in avoiding every error but in learning and improving. As the night continues, allow yourself to feel gratitude for the journey that brought you here. Every experience, pleasant or difficult, contributed something to your growth. Every challenge taught something valuable. Every success revealed possibilities. Every setback offered lessons. Life is not a straight path. It twists and turns in unexpected ways. Yet even when the destination remains unclear, each step can still hold meaning. If these reflections are helping you find peace and perspective, remember to subscribe to this channel. More journeys into Stoic philosophy, timeless wisdom, and relaxing sleep stories await you. Together, we can continue exploring ideas that calm the mind and strengthen the spirit. Now take another slow breath. Feel your body becoming heavier against the bed. Feel your muscles softening. Feel your thoughts becoming quieter. There is nothing you need to accomplish right now. There is nowhere you need to go. The wisdom of the Stoics reminds us that peace is not found somewhere in the future. Peace exists within this moment. It becomes available whenever we stop resisting reality and start embracing the present. Allow that understanding to settle gently into your mind. The present moment is enough. This breath is enough. This night is enough. And you are enough. As sleep approaches, imagine yourself walking along a peaceful path illuminated by soft moonlight. Each step brings greater calm. Each breath brings deeper relaxation. Each reflection brings greater understanding. The path stretches peacefully into the distance. There is no hurry. There is only quiet confidence, gentle awareness, and the steady wisdom that has guided thoughtful people for thousands of years. Continue walking peacefully. Continue breathing slowly. Continue allowing these timeless ideas to guide you toward rest, renewal, and a deeper sense of inner peace. As your mind becomes quieter and your body settles more deeply into comfort, let us continue this journey through the wisdom of the Stoics. Imagine yourself standing on a peaceful hillside just before dawn. The air is cool and still. The world is silent. In the distance, the first light begins to appear on the horizon. This gentle moment reminds us that every ending contains the possibility of a new beginning. One of the most profound Stoic reflections concerns the temporary nature of life. The Stoics did not avoid thinking about mortality. Instead, they embraced it as a teacher. They understood that remembering life's impermanence helps us appreciate each day more deeply. When we remember that our time is limited, we become less likely to waste it on resentment, fear, or trivial concerns. Imagine receiving a precious gift that you know cannot last forever. Would you spend your time worrying about losing it, or would you appreciate it while it is here? The Stoics encouraged appreciation. Every sunrise, every conversation, every act of kindness becomes more valuable when we recognize its temporary nature. This perspective is not meant to create sadness. It creates gratitude. It reminds us to pay attention. It reminds us to cherish the people we love. It reminds us to fully experience the moments that often pass unnoticed. As you breathe gently, Think about the countless small blessings that surrounded you today. Perhaps there was a kind word from a stranger. Perhaps there was a moment of laughter. Perhaps there was a brief moment of peace. These experiences may seem ordinary, yet they are the building blocks of a meaningful life. The Stoics believe that happiness is often hidden within simple moments. We search for extraordinary experiences while overlooking the quiet beauty already present around us. Yet wisdom often reveals itself in ordinary places. Imagine sitting beside a calm lake as morning mist rises from the water. There is nothing dramatic happening. No great achievement. No applause. No excitement. Yet there is peace. There is beauty. There is enoughness. Sometimes the most meaningful moments are also the simplest. As sleep slowly approaches, allow yourself to appreciate this moment exactly as it is. You do not need to improve it. You do not need to achieve anything else tonight. The present moment asks only for your awareness. The Stoics also taught that emotions themselves are not enemies. Fear, sadness, anger, and disappointment are natural parts of human experience. The challenge is not to eliminate emotions but to respond to them wisely. Imagine standing on the shore as waves roll in from the sea. Some waves are small. Others are powerful. You do not attempt to stop the ocean. Instead, you learn to stand firmly as the waves come and go. Emotions work in much the same way. A feeling may arrive unexpectedly. It may feel intense for a time. Yet if you observe it calmly, it eventually changes. It eventually passes. The Stoics understood that emotions become more difficult when we fight them or allow them to completely control our actions. Wisdom begins when we create a small space between feeling and reaction. In that space, we discover freedom. We gain the ability to choose our response rather than being carried away by impulse. Perhaps there have been moments when anger tempted you to speak harshly. Perhaps fear tempted you to give up. Perhaps disappointment tempted you to lose hope. Yet there were also moments when you paused, reflected, and chose differently. Those moments reveal your strength. Every time you respond thoughtfully instead of reactively, you strengthen your character. Every time you choose understanding instead of judgment, you deepen your wisdom. Every time you choose patience instead of frustration, you create more peace within yourself. As you continue relaxing, imagine your mind becoming like a strong and steady mountain. Weather changes around the mountain. Storms arrive. Winds blow. Rain falls. Yet the mountain remains grounded. Thoughts and emotions may come and go, but your deeper awareness remains steady. The Stoics admired this kind of inner stability. They understood that external circumstances are constantly changing. If our peace depends entirely on those circumstances, peace will always be fragile. True stability comes from within. Think about the strongest people you have known. Their strength likely had little to do with physical power. More often, it came from calmness during difficulty. It came from resilience during hardship. It came from maintaining integrity when it would have been easier to compromise. This form of strength is available to anyone willing to cultivate it. It grows through reflection. It grows through practice. It grows through the daily decision to align actions with values. The Stoics often ask themselves an important question. What kind of person do I want to become? Notice that this question focuses on character rather than achievement. It focuses on being rather than having. Many goals are external. We want success, recognition, or rewards. These goals are not necessarily wrong, but they remain partly outside our control. Character, however, belongs entirely to us. We can choose honesty. We can choose courage. We can choose kindness. Imagine reaching the end of a long journey. Looking back, what qualities would make you feel proud? Not how much you owned. Not how many people admired you. But how you treated others. How you handled challenges. How faithfully you lived according to your principles. The Stoics believe that a good life is built upon virtue. Virtue means living with wisdom, justice, courage, and self-control. These qualities create a foundation that remains strong even when circumstances become difficult. As your eyes grow heavier, consider how much power exists within small daily choices. Great lives are not created through a few dramatic moments. They are shaped through countless ordinary decisions repeated over time. A kind word. A patient response. A thoughtful action. A moment of gratitude. These choices may seem small, yet they gradually transform character and shape destiny. Imagine a sculptor working patiently on a block of stone. Each strike of the chisel appears minor. Yet over time, a masterpiece emerges. Human character develops in a similar way. Every decision contributes to the person we are becoming. The Stoics understood that progress is often slow and invisible. Growth does not always announce itself. Sometimes we are changing even when we cannot see the results. This is why patience is so important. Perhaps there are areas of your life where growth feels slower than you would like. Perhaps you wish you were further along. The Stoics would encourage patience. Nature itself moves gradually. Trees take years to mature. Rivers carve valleys over centuries. Meaningful transformation requires time. As you rest tonight, allow yourself to release unrealistic expectations. You do not need to become perfect overnight. You only need to continue moving in the right direction. Small improvements, repeated consistently, create remarkable results. The night around you grows quieter. The body becomes heavier. The mind becomes calmer. Thoughts drift more slowly across the landscape of awareness. Imagine yourself sitting beneath a sky filled with countless stars. Each star represents a lesson learned, a challenge overcome, a moment of courage, a step forward. Together they form a beautiful map of your journey. You may not always recognize your progress while it is happening. Yet every experience has contributed to your growth. Every lesson has added wisdom. Every challenge has strengthened resilience. The Stoics believe that life is not happening to us. In many ways, life is helping shape us. Through every experience, we are being invited to become wiser, stronger, and more compassionate. As sleep approaches, allow yourself to trust the process of growth. Trust that you are learning. Trust that you are evolving. Trust that every day offers another opportunity to practice wisdom and virtue. And if you are enjoying these reflections and wish to continue exploring timeless philosophy, peaceful sleep journeys, and life-changing wisdom, remember to subscribe to the channel. Your support allows these teachings to reach more people seeking calm, clarity, and inner strength. Now take another slow breath. Let it fill your lungs gently. Then release it completely. Feel tension melting away. Feel your body sinking comfortably into rest. The ancient Stoics would remind you that this moment is precious. This breath is precious. This life is precious. There is no need to rush. There is no need to worry. There is only the quiet invitation to rest deeply and peacefully beneath the wisdom of the stars. As the night deepens and the world around you grows still, imagine yourself walking through an ancient garden illuminated by soft moonlight. Stone pathways wind gently between quiet trees. A cool breeze moves through the leaves. Everything feels calm, timeless, and unhurried. In this peaceful place, the wisdom of the Stoics continues to unfold. One lesson that appears again and again throughout Stoic philosophy is the importance of directing attention wisely. The mind naturally wanders. It revisits old memories. It imagines future scenarios. It creates worries and distractions. Yet the Stoics understood that where attention goes, energy follows. Many people spend years focusing on what they lack rather than what they possess. They focus on what might go wrong instead of what is going right. They become trapped in cycles of anxiety not because life is unbearable, but because attention continually returns to fear. Imagine carrying a lantern through a dark forest. Wherever the lantern points becomes visible. The rest remains hidden in shadow. Attention works in much the same way. Whatever you focus on grows larger in your awareness. If attention constantly rests on problems, life begins to feel overwhelming. If attention rests on opportunities, gratitude, and growth, life begins to feel different. The Stoics encourage deliberate attention. They practiced noticing what was good, useful, and meaningful. This did not mean ignoring difficulties. It meant refusing to become consumed by them. As you relax more deeply, notice how your attention can shift. Perhaps there are worries waiting for tomorrow. For now, allow them to remain at a distance. Instead, bring awareness to the comfort beneath you. Notice your breath. Notice the safety of this moment. Notice the simple gift of being alive. This moment may not be perfect, but it contains something valuable. There is peace available here. There is stillness available here. There is enoughness available here. The Stoics often reflected on nature because nature reveals important truths. A tree does not become frustrated because winter arrives. A river does not complain when its path changes. The seasons do not resist their purpose. Everything follows its nature. Human beings often create suffering by demanding that life unfold according to specific expectations. We become attached to particular outcomes. We insist that events should happen differently. When reality disagrees, frustration appears. Imagine floating gently down a calm river. The water carries you forward effortlessly. Now imagine trying to swim against the current. The struggle becomes exhausting. The Stoics encouraged cooperation with reality rather than endless resistance. This does not mean surrendering goals or abandoning effort. It means accepting what exists before deciding how to respond. Reality becomes easier to navigate when we stop arguing with its existence. As sleep approaches, allow yourself to imagine releasing resistance. Let go of battles that no longer need to be fought. Let go of old frustrations. Let go of unnecessary tension. Like leaves drifting downstream, allow them to float away. Another powerful Stoic practice involved preparing the mind for challenges. Rather than assuming life would always be easy, the Stoics expected occasional difficulties. Surprisingly, this expectation did not make them pessimistic. It made them resilient. When challenges arrived, they were not shocked or defeated. They understood that obstacles are part of the human experience. Just as storms occasionally appear in nature, difficulties occasionally appear in life. Think about a skilled captain preparing a ship for a voyage. The captain understands that changing weather is possible. Because of this preparation, unexpected storms become easier to navigate. Mental preparation works in a similar way. The Stoics taught that difficulties lose some of their power when we recognize them as natural aspects of life. Challenges are not evidence that life is unfair. They are often opportunities to practice courage, patience, and wisdom. Perhaps there are challenges you face right now. You may not have chosen them. You may not enjoy them. Yet within those experiences, there may also be opportunities for growth. There may be lessons waiting to be discovered. There may be strengths waiting to emerge. As you breathe slowly and comfortably, imagine yourself becoming stronger with each challenge you overcome. Not harder. Not colder. Stronger in the way a tree becomes stronger through years of weather. Stronger in the way a river becomes stronger through persistence. The Stoics admired perseverance because they understood that meaningful accomplishments rarely happen instantly. Growth requires patience. Character requires practice. Wisdom requires experience. In a world that often demands immediate results, patience becomes a quiet form of strength. Imagine planting a seed in fertile soil. You do not dig it up every day to check its progress. You trust the process. You provide nourishment. You allow time to do its work. Many of life's most valuable achievements unfold in exactly this way. Relationships deepen gradually. Skills improve gradually. Character develops gradually. Inner peace grows gradually. As you rest tonight, remind yourself that not everything needs to happen immediately. Growth is occurring even when you cannot see it. Progress is unfolding even when results seem distant. The Stoics often emphasize the importance of serving others. They believe that human beings are naturally connected. We thrive not only through personal achievement, but also through meaningful contribution. Think about the people who have positively influenced your life. Perhaps someone offered encouragement during a difficult time. Perhaps someone showed kindness when it was needed most. Small acts of compassion often create lasting impact. The Stoics believe that living well includes helping others live well. Kindness strengthens communities. Generosity builds trust. Compassion creates connection. Imagine a candle lighting another candle. The original flame loses nothing, yet the room becomes brighter. Human kindness works in much the same way. A simple act of understanding can illuminate someone's entire day. As you relax further into sleep, reflect on the kindness you have received throughout your life. Consider the teachers, friends, family members, and strangers who helped you along the way. Their actions contributed to your journey more than you may realize. Now consider the kindness you have offered others. Perhaps you encouraged someone who felt discouraged. Perhaps you listened when someone needed support. Perhaps you acted with patience when it would have been easier to react with frustration. These moments matter. They create ripples that extend far beyond what we can see. The Stoics understood that true success involves more than personal gain. It involves becoming someone who contributes positively to the world around them. Every act of integrity strengthens society. Every act of kindness improves the human experience. As the night grows quieter, imagine a gentle light glowing within you. This light represents wisdom, compassion, courage, and gratitude. It shines softly, illuminating your path forward. No matter what challenges tomorrow may bring, this inner light remains available. It can guide decisions. It can strengthen resilience. It can remind you of who you truly wish to become. Take another slow breath. Feel the rhythm of life moving gently through you. Feel the comfort of the present moment. Feel the calm that emerges when the mind stops racing and simply rests. The Stoics believe that peace is not something we discover at the end of a journey. Peace accompanies us whenever we align our thoughts and actions with wisdom. It is available in ordinary moments. It is available during quiet evenings like this one. Allow yourself to trust that truth. You do not need to chase peace. You only need to notice it. It is already here in the softness of your breath, the stillness of the night, and the gentle awareness that accompanies this moment. If these reflections are helping you unwind and discover timeless wisdom, remember to subscribe to the channel. There are many more journeys ahead, filled with Stoic teachings, calming stories, and life-changing insights designed to help you sleep peacefully and live wisely. Now allow your thoughts to drift like clouds across a quiet sky. There is nothing left to solve tonight. There is nothing left to prove. The day is complete. Rest in the knowledge that you have done enough. Rest in the knowledge that growth continues even during sleep. Rest in the knowledge that wisdom often arrives quietly, one peaceful moment at a time. And as the moon continues its silent journey across the night sky, allow yourself to drift deeper into comfort, deeper into stillness, and deeper into the timeless peace that the Stoics spent their lives seeking and sharing.